Before Europe's highways became smooth, fast, and world-class, they were nothing but rough terrain, rocks, forests, and endless dirt. And the machines that carved them into perfection weren't modern, computerized graders. They were the iron giants of the 1980s. This was the decade when graders were pure muscle. Massive engines, heavy steel frames, advanced hydraulics for their time, and operators who controlled them with skill, not software. From mountains to motorways, these machines shaped the Europe we travel through today. These are the 10 graders from the 1980s that built Europe's highways. The unsung heroes that leveled landscapes, cut perfect roadbeds, and proved their worth across billions of kilometers. Get ready, because these aren't just old graders. They're the machines that carved a continent. Number 1. Caterpillar 140G. The Caterpillar 140G is one of the most iconic graders ever built, and it played a massive role in shaping Europe's highway systems in the 1990s. Introduced earlier but reaching peak popularity in the mid-80s, the 140G became the gold standard for road construction crews due to its reliability, power, and unmatched grading precision. Europe's rapid expansion of motorways during this period required a machine that could handle long hours and demanding terrain, and the 140G delivered exactly that. Its Cat 336 diesel engine was a masterpiece of durability, known for running tens of thousands of hours with minimal rebuilds, even in extreme weather conditions. The 140G gained a reputation for being almost impossible to break. Its heavy-duty frame, robust circle drive, and strong moldboard allowed it to cut and level compacted soil and gravel with ease. Operators admired the machine for its responsiveness. The hydraulic controls were smooth and predictable, allowing precise adjustments to the blade even while traveling at faster grading speeds. During the construction of the trans-European motorway network, especially in France, Germany, Spain, and Italy, the Caterpillar 140G became the most commonly seen grader on major projects. Contractors preferred it because maintenance was straightforward, mechanics could easily access components, parts were widely available, and the machine rarely suffered electronic failures because it had almost none. Even today, many European highway departments still keep older 140Gs in service for shoulder maintenance, rural road grading, and emergency repairs. The fact that this machine continues working after nearly 40 years is proof of its incredible engineering. Without the Cat 140G, much of Europe's smooth and perfectly contoured highways might not exist in the form we know today. Number 2. Volvo G86. The Volvo G86 grader represented a significant technological leap for European road-building machinery. In the early 90s, built in Sweden, the G86 was engineered specifically for harsh northern climates, steep landscapes, and mixed soil conditions, making it the ideal machine for shaping Europe's expanding highway network. It became particularly famous in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, and the UK, where contractors praised it for its stability and incredible blade control. Volvo designed the G86 with a heavy-duty frame and a low center of gravity, allowing the machine to work confidently on sloped terrain. One of its biggest advantages was its smooth and efficient engine, a Volvo diesel known for cold weather reliability and fuel savings. These qualities made the G86 a favorite among operators working in snow-covered regions, especially on highway projects in Scandinavia. The hydraulic system was another reason for its success. Volvo's engineers developed a precise hydraulic response that gave operators fine-grained control over blade angles, moldboard pitch, and cutting depth. As a result, the G86 produced some of the cleanest, most accurate roadbeds of the decade. During the 1980s, countries across Europe were upgrading single-lane roads into dual carriageways, and the G86 played a central role in shaping subgrades and drainage profiles. This machine also earned a loyal following for its simple maintenance requirements. Mechanics could quickly access major components, and the low electronic complexity meant fewer breakdowns. Even today, many G86 graders remain active in municipalities across Europe, continuing to shape rural roads, remove snow, and maintain highway shoulders. The G86 wasn't just a machine, it was a workhorse that helped build Europe's modern road network. Number 3. Komatsu GD605A3. The Komatsu GD605A3 was a monster of a machine, introduced at a time when Europe was constructing thousands of kilometers of new highway surfaces. Komatsu wanted to compete with Caterpillar's dominance. and the GD605 series proved they could build graders that matched and sometimes exceeded the performance of American machines. The GD605A3 became highly popular in Eastern and Southern Europe during the late 1980s, where road infrastructure was expanding rapidly. This grader featured a rugged Komatsu engine known for incredible endurance. It produced consistent torque at low RPMs, making it perfect for deep cutting or shaping compacted bases. Contractors appreciated the way the GD605A3 handled heavy workloads without overheating, even during long shifts in hot Mediterranean regions like Greece, Italy, and Spain. One of the biggest reasons for its success was its robust moldboard and circle design. These components were engineered to endure extreme stress without bending, cracking, or losing alignment, a common issue with lesser graders. Operators loved the machine because the controls felt natural and responsive, allowing precision work even on uneven terrain. In many European countries, the GD605A3 became a favorite for building long highway stretches that required flawless grading for asphalt paving. Komatsu also designed the machine with excellent serviceability. Its engine bay layout was simple, and the mechanical components could be repaired quickly with basic tools, making it ideal for contractors in remote or developing regions. Even today, many GD605A3 graders are still found working on European roads, proving how durable and well-engineered they were. The GD605A3 wasn't just another grader, it was a symbol of Komatsu's rise and an essential tool that helped build Europe's highways. Number 4. Liebherr G731. Germany's Liebherr brand is known for engineering excellence across cranes, loaders, and excavators, and the G731 grader was no exception. Released in the mid-1980s, the G731 became one of Europe's most trusted graders for precision road shaping. Built with German industrial strength, the machine featured thick steel, powerful hydraulics, and a design that prioritized operator control, reliability, and long-term durability. The G731 quickly became popular across Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and France, especially during large-scale highway and tunnel entrance projects. Its ability to maintain blade stability at varying angles allowed contractors to shape roadbeds with incredible consistency. This machine was particularly valued for its ability to cut through hard, rocky terrain, a must-have feature for Central Europe's mountainous construction zones. One standout feature of the G731 was its robust undercarriage and articulation system. The machine could maintain perfect balance while grading slopes, curves, and complex drainage profiles. Operators admired how smoothly the machine transitioned between cutting, leveling, and fine trimming operations. The grader's diesel engine, a strong Liebherr power plant, provided reliability even under non-stop usage. Because many European highway projects required long operational hours, the G731's cooling system and well-engineered hydraulics ensured minimal downtime. Maintenance was also straightforward, thanks to Liebherr's open layout design. Many European contractors kept their G731 units for 20 to 30 years, and some municipalities still use them today for road maintenance and snow removal. The G731 wasn't just a grader, it was a precision instrument that carved the backbone of Europe's modern highway system. Its blend of power, control, and longevity made it one of the defining graders of the 1980s. Number 5. Faun F-155. Faun, a German manufacturer known for building extremely rugged machines, produced one of the best graders of the 1980s, the Faun F-155. This machine played a crucial role in shaping long highway stretches in Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Eastern Europe during a period of rapid motorway expansion. The F-155 became famous for its industrial toughness, a grader designed to operate in harsh environments that would break lesser machines. One of the biggest strengths of the F-155 was its unusually strong frame. Faun engineers designed the machine using thick reinforced steel, making it nearly impervious to twisting, bending, and structural fatigue. This allowed the F-155 to work confidently on deep subgrade cuts, rocky surfaces, and uneven terrain. The engine, typically a strong Detz or Mercedes diesel, delivered immense power and exceptional fuel efficiency, two qualities contractors loved. The machine's hydraulic system was simple, durable, and reliable, allowing precise control of the mold board. Operators appreciated that the F-155 responded smoothly, even when taking deep cuts or working at higher speeds. Because of its durability, many European road contractors used the F-155 for the heaviest tasks, cutting large sections of roadbed, shaping steep slopes, and preparing foundations for major intercity highways. The machine's ruggedness made it a favorite in Eastern Europe, where road projects demanded long hours of continuous operation. Even today, many F-155 units exist in active service, especially in rural regions where durability matters more than electronics or modern comfort features. The Faun F-155 proved that German engineering at its peak could produce road-building machines that outlasted generations of equipment. Number 6. Champion 740A. The Champion 740A was one of the most important graders used across Europe during the 1980s, especially in the UK, Ireland, France, and Scandinavia. Although Champion was an American brand, their machines became widely adopted in Europe due to their impressive mix of strength, simplicity, and operating comfort. The 740A stood out as a machine built to handle long-distance highway projects with ease. The grader was powered by a robust Cummins diesel engine, known for reliability and torque. This allowed the 740A to profile thick layers of gravel and crushed stone without losing power. Contractors especially appreciated its ability to cut clean and even surfaces for Europe's emerging motorway networks. One of the machine's most praised features was its operator control system. Champion graders were known for incredibly smooth steering, responsive hydraulic control levers, and excellent visibility. For long stretches of motorway grading, operators needed comfort as well as precision, and the 740A delivered both. The moldboard system was designed for heavy-duty tasks. It could maintain perfect stability even during aggressive cuts, allowing for faster production rates. Many European contractors said the 740A could outperform larger machines simply because it could finish grades more accurately and with fewer passes. Its maintenance-friendly design made it popular with highway departments. Parts were easy to replace, where components lasted long and the electronics were minimal, meaning fewer failures. The Champion 740A helped shape some of Europe's smoothest and most iconic roads. Decades later, many units remain in municipal fleets, proving how reliable this machine truly was. Number 7. O&K F-156. Orenstein and Koppel, better known as O&K, was one of Europe's most respected heavy machinery manufacturers, and the F-156 grader was a prime example of their engineering talent. Released in the late 1980s, the F-156 became an essential tool in major road-building projects across Germany, Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Hungary. It was particularly valued for its strong hydraulic response and heavy-duty construction. The F-156 featured a high-torque engine, often a Dortz or Cummins, which allowed the grader to work efficiently on hard clay, crushed rock, and other tough materials commonly found in European roadbeds. The hydraulics were extremely responsive, giving operators precise control over blade angle, pitch, and depth. One of the machine's biggest advantages was its articulation and frame stability. O&K engineered the grader to maintain consistent moldboard pressure even on uneven terrain. This made it ideal for shaping the complex curves, slopes, and drainage profiles required on European highways. During the late 1980s, Europe was modernizing rapidly, and the F-156 became a familiar sight on major projects like highway expansions, airport access roads, and border crossing routes. Contractors trusted it because it rarely broke down, even when running long shifts. Today, many F-156 units remain active in construction companies and municipal road departments. Even after 30-plus years, they continue to deliver excellent results, proof that O&K built graders with longevity in mind. Number 8. Galion T500 series. The Galion T500 series was one of the most influential yet underrated motor graders used across Europe during the 1980s. Built by Galion Ironworks of the United States, these graders quietly became workhorses on European highway projects, particularly in the UK, France, Spain, and parts of Eastern Europe. While Caterpillar and Volvo often grabbed the spotlight, Galion graders earned respect the hard way by working relentlessly and refusing to quit. The T500 series was designed during an era when graders were expected to do everything mechanically, without electronic assistance. Powered by reliable Cummins diesel engines, the Galion T500 delivered strong low-end torque, which was essential for cutting hard subgrades and shaping long motorway sections. These engines were known for their longevity and ability to run day after day with minimal attention, an essential quality during Europe's massive highway expansion of the 1980s. One of the defining strengths of the T500 was its exceptionally rigid frame and circle assembly. Galion overbuilt the machine, using thick steel and reinforced components to ensure the moldboard stayed stable even under heavy load. This allowed operators to maintain consistent blade pressure while shaping roadbeds, drainage channels, and shoulder slopes, critical elements of high-speed highway construction. Operators often praised the T500 for its predictable hydraulic response. The controls were not fancy, but they were accurate and dependable. Skilled operators could achieve near-perfect grading results with fewer passes, saving both time and fuel. This made the Galion a favorite on long highway projects where efficiency mattered more than comfort features. Maintenance simplicity was another reason European contractors adopted the Galion T500. The machine's mechanical layout was straightforward, parts were robust, and field repairs could be completed without specialized diagnostic tools. In Eastern Europe especially, where access to advanced service centers was limited, this reliability made the T500 invaluable. Even decades later, Galion T500 graders can still be found maintaining rural roads and municipal infrastructure across Europe. They may not be the most famous graders of the 1980s, but they were among the toughest, and they played a real role in shaping Europe's modern highway network. The Galion T500 series proved that quiet strength and honest engineering could leave a lasting mark on an entire continent. Number 9. Terex 860 series. The Terex 860 series of graders played a major role in shaping highways in the UK, France, Belgium, Poland, and the Baltic regions. Terex, known for robust and industrial-grade equipment, created the 860 series to compete with heavyweights like Caterpillar and Volvo. The machines quickly earned a reputation for toughness and long service life. One of the standout features of the Terex 860 series was its powerful diesel engine, typically a GM or Cummins, which produced substantial torque for heavy grading tasks. The machine's blade forces were impressive, making it capable of cutting through compacted soil, crushed stone, and even semi-rock surfaces. Contractors appreciated the machine's simplicity. While some graders of the 1980s included advanced but fragile electronic systems, the Terex 860 relied primarily on durable mechanical components. This made it easy to maintain in the field and ideal for large-scale projects where downtime was costly. The machine also had a highly stable frame and articulation system, making precise grading possible even at higher working speeds. This was essential during the highway expansion boom of the 1980s, when contractors were under pressure to complete projects quickly. The Terex 8060 series continued to serve European road departments well into the 2000s. Many machines are still operational today in rural regions, proving that Terex built graders meant for a lifetime of hard work. Number 10. Fiat Hitachi FG65. The Fiat Hitachi FG65 grader combined Italian engineering with Japanese hydraulic technology, creating one of the most reliable graders of the late 90s. This machine became especially popular in Italy, Greece, Spain, and Eastern Europe, where contractors valued its blend of strength, fuel efficiency, and precise blade control. The FG65 was powered by a strong Fiat diesel engine that delivered excellent torque for deep cuts and aggressive grading. It was paired with Hitachi's smooth hydraulic system, giving the machine exceptional responsiveness. Operators could adjust blade angles with fine precision, making it perfect for finishing highway subgrades. One reason the FG65 performed so well on European road projects was its versatility. It could handle rough ground leveling, slope trimming, drainage shaping, and final smoothing, all with equal efficiency. Contractors often used it on mountainous roads, where precise grading was critical. The undercarriage and frame were built using high-quality steel and durable components, reducing wear even during long hours. Fiat Hitachi designed the machine to be easy to service, with accessible hydraulic lines and simplified mechanical layouts. The FG65 became a major part of European infrastructure development during the late 1980s, especially when Italy and Greece were expanding major motorway networks. Today, many FG65 graders remain operational, continuing to shape rural roads and assist in municipal highway maintenance. This machine stands as a prime example of what cross-continental engineering could achieve. A grader strong enough to build highways and reliable enough to survive decades of hard work. Those graders didn't just smooth dirt. They shaped Europe's future. They carved the highways, built the foundations, and proved that engineering brilliance doesn't need electronics, it needs durability. Which 1980s grader impressed you the most? Drop your pick in the comments. I always read them. If you enjoyed this dive into the machines that built modern Europe, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves heavy equipment history. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the blades down, the engines roaring, and the legends alive.